Absolutely. And for those that are interested too, Sameer, because I know we talked a little bit about it when we met about fintech. Can you let people know like what is fintech? How can someone potentially work in fintech based off of the career fields or the jobs that you've seen or even been a part of? Like, what is fintech?
Yeah, sure. So, uh, fintech, it's a term which is the combination of two terms, fin plus tech. What does that mean? It means the combination or the confluence of financial space into the technology space. And like, let me give you a brief introduction about my interaction with the fintech space. In the past, I did a research on the fintech space, how technology is helping the fintech space to evolve and grow, how it is helping. Like, if you see in the traditional in the traditional world, we usually have formal banking sectors and informal banking sectors. What does that mean? Formal banking sector means the banks and the financial institutions which is legitimized and regularized by the government, and informal banking sector is something which exists outside the formal banking sector. And if we see the ratio of the funding which is coming from the formal and the informal banking sector, then informal banking sector is actually providing more funds to the people at the grassroots level than the formal banking sector. So that is the reason why when the technology come into the picture, then these applications, or you can say that these payment platforms which uses the technology as a catalyst, started providing the funds to the people through the use of technology. Like, recently we must have heard about these fintech players. Like in India, we have Razorpay, Neo, and certain other players who are actively working on enriching the user experience and providing the funds to the people in a lesser span of time, which was not the case previously when we were interacting with the formal banking sector without the use of technology. So this is something which, and now coming on the part which I did in the past, I wrote a research paper on how the fintech industry is evolving in various jurisdictions, including but not limited to Singapore, Malaysia, Bhutan, Bangladesh, India, and that paper got published in one of the reputed journal. I will definitely share the link with you so that you can disseminate it with the people or the listeners which you have. And so that paper helped me to understand the role of the fintech space and uh, how the people can be linked to this space. Because if the technology is not being used for the social good, then we are not appropriately or prudently using the technology for the purposes for which it should be used. So this is it from my side. And if you have any other question, I would definitely like to answer that.
All right, y'all. We're going to do just a quick wrap up for some final jewels for today's episode. You just heard from Sameer. He was dropping a ton of wisdom on how you need to prepare for the future, especially with the cyber tech industry. You hear about it, but until it hits your home, until you hear that something is affecting your pockets and you can't access your finances or your banking system, then you're not really taking it serious. But just as we see a lot of catastrophes happening all around the world this year, from fires to storms to hurricanes, earthquakes, all the things that you can possibly think of are going to occur this year, but you need to be getting ahead of how to make sure your financial future is secure, and also how are you preparing you and your family for any of the floods, the rains, the storms, the fires, or even the hurricanes that may come. And so we always believe that debt free is the way to live fully and truly free from the matrix, and also how you can live your dreams and allow your dreams to become a reality by traveling the world. And so follow us on this journey. If you've enjoyed today's episode, you can feel free to stay in touch with myself and also our team by going to www.smartjewelz, Jewelz, enterprises.org. That's Smart Jewels Enterprises. Or you can follow me on LinkedIn and also on YouTube at King Jewelz Speaks or at Julian Smartrimple. But you definitely want to track with us to sign up for any of our resources. We have financial coaching services that we offer. We have online courses. We have events, conferences, and also different trips that we take for solo and also group trips who are individuals wanting to travel the world and be around other content creators and entrepreneurs who are looking to be debt free and to also have a FIRE movement to retire early. So track with us. If you've been following my journey for any length of time, you know I'm all about teaching financial wellness, health and wellness, and most importantly, personal transformation. And so we are wanting to transform our finances this year, but you have to do your part and also connect with us and our services that we offer, and stay tuned for the next episode. I'm King Jewelz signing off for our special episode that we just were able to launch today with Sameer Gahlot, who dropped a ton of jewels on how you need to be informed about Fintech, and Fintech is the future. And so we'll see y'all next episode. Y'all stay hydrated, stay blessed, shine bright like the bright diamond jewel you've been created to be. And until we meet again, peace, y'all.